start off with the easiest of accessories, and that is a water bottle. And all you gotta do with that is just stick it in there. Next thing I'm going to show you is the bike lock here. And you can see where I've placed it. Now a lot of people will put it behind the seat back here. But I can't do that because the battery, you have to pull the battery up and that would block it out of the way. So I chose to put it here, and it kind of blends in with the front there. This is my wife's, mine's black, this is my wife's, and this is what it looks like. And the way it operates is you push a button and it comes off, and you mount this, and then to get it back on, you just simply put it back in. It can go from the bottom or the top. It can come in from here or here, and it'll lock in place. And then, like I said, just do that to remove it. Let me get it back in here real quick. So I'm going to demonstrate that. I'll bring it in a little closer here to demonstrate on the bike when I get off how I do it. And then I'll show you how I set it, or how to set it. I haven't set it yet. It's real easy. So yeah, you just push the button, comes off, real easy. To put it back, put it back, you just align it on the bottom or the top here, and it just clicks in place. I want to show you here on my wife's lock that this is oriented right here. This piece here that holds it onto this piece is oriented like so. Now you can loosen the screw here and move it over to the side, which is what I did, so that I could turn my screen is not showing on this dang GoPro. I don't know why. Anyway, I can't see without looking on the front. There we go. Tap on the screen. First time really filming with this dang GoPro. It's a little bit annoying right now, so I get used to it. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So if I put it on here like this on the front of the bike, it's just sitting out as a big honking thing out front. I kind of want to subdue it a little more, so I put it over to the side like this instead of like this, and I moved this over to here so that it sits on the bike like this, and it's partially part of the assembly is taken by the bike handle. Let me move the tripod back a little bit. This GoPro doesn't shoot well in low light, and I noticed from my unboxing video that my Canon doesn't do great either in the setting I had it on. Sorry for that. So anyway, yeah, part of the bike is hidden by this, and it just makes it look a little neater to have it that way. So that's what I chose to do with it. Now I mounted it on this piece here that folds down, not the piece that telescopes up and down, which is here, and that is functioned by opening this part here, and it'll allow it to go up. This is unusable territory here or usable territory that's static. It doesn't move or anything, and it folds over when you take this over. So, yep, that's how I mounted it. Now to change the combination, this is set to trip all zeros when you get it. You just pull it out and you move this counterclockwise, and then you set it to whatever you want to set it to. Like that, in between the two little spots here. And then when you rotate it back counterclockwise, that's your combination. Real easy to do. Okay, we're at my left handlebar. I've got the bike twisted around over here towards the light because it's dark and indoors. And the GoPro doesn't have great video taking indoors. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is put on a light. There's a rear view mirror. And this is what I'm going with, the Hafni bar end bike mirror. You can find this if you go to the link in the description to my Amazon store. I've got this exact one and everything else on the bike in that store for you to see. Not that you have to buy, doesn't cost anything. But I'm going to show you how I install it. Now, there's two different types of mirrors. Hafni is a good one. but there's two different types of mirrors that mount on bikes. One's on the handlebar real estate here, which there isn't much on this bike, and common practice is on the end of the inserted into the tube of the handlebars. And you'll see here that this will insert into here. In order to do that, you've got to cut this piece out, and how I do it is with a razor blade knife, and that's how I've seen others do it too. So I'm not going to do this whole thing in front of you, but essentially I'm going to remove enough that this will insert in there, and then it tightens on the end, and then you just do adjustments. It's just that simple. You just have to be brave enough to cut this part out. And that's what it looks like installed. Final adjustments will have to be on ride day. Up top here we've got the phone attachment. It's just got a little clamp on it that you hook to the bar, not a big deal. And I bought a power cable that was 12 inches long. Mine's a Samsung, my wife's is an iPhone. And that, when you put the phone in, you just plug this in, and then you have the capability for the battery on the bike to keep the phone charged or to charge it while you're traveling down the road. On the back of this mod, let me see if I can get around here. There is a lock that keeps it from opening. Let me put this down. Okay. See, like this, it opens easily, and then if you put the lock in, it doesn't. So it keeps your phone nice and secure. That's a really solid piece of equipment to add to the bike right here. That's also in the store. What I've got here is pepper spray. It has an elastic band, and just to add some safety to where we go, I figured, especially my wife, I'd like to have pepper spray. And this secures to the bike with this elastic band, and it's easy to pull out. And then when you get ready to shoot it, you just move the tab over and push down, so you can tell where it's pointing, just like that. So let me show you where I'm gonna put it. I'll adjust, well, I'll go ahead and do it right here where we're sitting. Move the tripod just a little bit. So I've got the tripod right here to show you how I'm doing it. So I want to have it on the right hand side over here, because that's we're both right-handed, and that's the best hand to grab something with. So I take the Velcro strap, and all I do is I put it here just like that, and you can't even hardly see it on this black bike. Of course you can see it on my wife's bike. Let me show you what it looks like on the other side. I'll lift the GoPro up, and you can see it sitting there right next to the bottle. All I have to do is reach down and pull it out. Piece of cake, goes right back in easily enough. So that is the pepper spray. Now this, what I'm about to show you, is a rack bag, and you'll see some of these on bikes, on e-bikes, and it's more or less highly water resistant. It even says it on there. And it's got a side pocket here. Some of them have bags that can fold down. This particular one doesn't. It's relatively inexpensive. So it's got the two side here, and then on the top, center, just directly on top, it's got a little place to put stuff, like a wallet or something if you need to. And then it's got the big center pouch here, which I've got camera equipment in here, and I've got an extra tube and a Ziploc bag in there, tire lube, my gloves here, and I guess that's an extra accessory too. My gloves are also in the Amazon store. But so let me show you how I put this on here. really easy, and it's pretty darn secure. I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit on the tripod so I can get to it and let you see. Now, the front's got 2 straps here. Just undo those and stick them in between here and bring them back up to the Velcro on both sides. So that's got it secured from going back to front, front to back. And on the side here, it's got 2. It comes out and it goes underneath here and back through the buckle here and secures here. Now I'll do it on the other side, but it's the same thing, and it just keeps it really secure front to back, left to right. It ain't going nowhere. On the back here is a handle. When you take it off, that way you can just unvelcro it, just grab the whole bag and go. The final 2 accessories are protective gear. Yeah, you got to kind of do this, don't you? These are gloves with the fingers cut out. It's got pull-off tabs on them, and they're really nice. Not very expensive either, and what that does is if you take a fall, it kind of keeps from rashing your palms in the gravel or pavement. So those are definitely a must for us. And then the helmet here, this is a bike helmet. This thing must weigh about 4 or 5 ounces. It is so light, and it's got a lot of variation. So if you're riding when it's a hot day, there'll be plenty of airflow. Because your head lets off a lot of heat, probably more than any other part of your body, and those holes actually help quite a bit. Now, this one looks really nice on my wife, and my black one I think looks okay on my big fat head, so we're gonna go with matching set. Hers is white like her bike, and mine is black like my bike. So that's it for this video. These are the accessories, and I will kind of give you a pan of what they look like equipped. Let me put them back together, and we'll get a look at what it looks like. Both of them equipped, if you will. In the house, of course. I'll get more footage before too long of me doing the first ride. I think it looks pretty sharp. This is Brent, you guys. We'll see you later.